Hi guys, I'm inside a 2019 Infiniti QX50. Just picked this car up a few days ago, and one of the things I was looking forward to when I got this car was checking out all the new technology. I did have a 2015 Q50S, so there's a lot of similarities, the map and the center sort of two screens and where the buttons are and a lot of the tech there. However, this QX50 has a lot more technology, much bigger center screen here in between the tach and the speedo with the vehicle information display. Now, one of the issues I had when I first picked this car up, I wanted to check out all these different options in here, and you control them by moving back and forth by pressing these buttons here on the steering wheel, the left and right button, there and there. And when you press those, as you can see here, it toggles between little icons come up at the bottom and it goes in between them. And having, anticipated this vehicle, I watched a lot of YouTube videos and read about the car and read about some of the tech it had. And, was looking forward to seeing, the boost gauge that it has with the variable compression gauge. And, well, as you can see, it's not there. And so I searched for it everywhere. I said, is there a setting that I'm missing? Is something not here? Is something wrong? So I went down into the main menu area, went across to settings, because that's where I figured it would be, went into vehicle, couldn't find anything in the vehicle area there, went back out, looked through other settings, navigation no, audio no, screen is just the upper screen and the lower screen, display info, looking under other, nothing there. That's just units and measurements and a little fuel alert. I even checked in this meter. Now, I was thrown off a little bit by meter because when I had the Q50, that it had a similar icon, but it controlled additional gauges that displayed down here on this lower screen. And the other thing that threw me off originally was the main menu selection. I thought that was a heading, so didn't look at that, but looked around, did see this TPMS setting here, but that was just to change the units. So what that did tell me was I definitely did have a TPMS system in this car, but where was the display? As you can see, I found images of these cars online showing these display, and even on the manual they show, for example, the boost gauge and the eco and power display. So I was saying there's got to be somewhere. And I was looking for this, searching for it, went online, tried to talk to guys on forums for this new vehicle, tried to, get information. I couldn't find it. I talked to a few of my friends who, will help me look for this information, and none of us could find anything. There's nothing out there that says it. There's nothing in the manual that just talks about these different options that are available. I mean, this car is fully equipped. It's, it's the sensory package, so it's got all the options in it. And I'm thinking, is there something that maybe the dealer didn't turn on? I mean, I even started doubting and thinking, because I'm in Canada, all the images and videos I've seen were for miles, so it was all American cars. I'm thinking, could it be that maybe the Canadians don't get these options? No, that can't be. I mean, this is software. There's no extra cost to that. It's just turning something on or off. So I was literally at the point where I was going to have to go back up to the dealer and say, hey, I think you guys didn't set something up. And of course, didn't really get the full on, hey, how does your car operate? But looking through all of these options, I went back into the meter option, and I said, luckily pressed the menu selection button, and look at that, all of a sudden I saw all these options that were not on. Turned on home, which was a different screen I'll show you, turned on speed, went down to the second page, and there it is. There's my tire pressure, there's the variable compression turbo, chassis control. Now I had everything on. Now when we go over, look at all the icons along the bottom. Now let's go to the beginning, the home one. So the home is a kind of a combination of three different screens. It's the compass, speed, and what station or where your radio is at its current point. And you go across, there's your audio info, there's a compass or navigation, there's just speed and average speed, there's your trip, and of course if you hold down the key it resets. There's fuel economy, which also does the same thing. There is the intelligent driving, tells you if you're diverting off the lane. There's a Pro Pilot Assist, where you can turn on all the ProPilot forward navigation for cruise control, the lane assist, so it keeps you in there, the blind spot detection so you don't go into other cars. And there's my tire pressure monitoring system, which would also require the car to drive for a little bit before it gets the accurate pressure. And there's that great variable compression turbo gauge, chassis control, when the engine oil is due for service, and even warning reminders. So back to the variable compression gauge. As you see, when you give it some gas, press on the accelerator, you can see it pretty instantaneous reaction, and you see the eco going up into the power mode. So all was good. Finally found it. So for those of you who are looking again, just to recap, in the main menu, go across to settings. From settings, go over to meter, press main menu selection, and then turn on and off whatever you want to display. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was a bit of help. I love this gauge. Quick recap: settings, meter, main menu selection, then turn on what you want, in this case speed.